Good morning, my name is Sheila DeVoe and I'm here at the Chamber of Commerce hosting the Mayor's Breakfast at Moose Mulligans this morning. We have about 80 people joining us this morning to hear the Mayor speak. Our tickets were $15 and some of those proceeds are going to the Eagle Valley Community Resource Centre.
We've taken some of the models from up north, from Fort St. James and Vanderhoof and so forth, and we're hoping that we can come up with a different strategy for transporting people back and forth. Currently, we now have the Eagle Valley Transportation Group working with, headed by our Councillor McCabe, and currently right now, we've just got it going here in the last few months, and Malcolm already is logging in about 3,000 kilometers a month. So thank you for that, Malcolm, and hopefully we can get some grant funding and get a couple of electric cars, and we can plug them in at District Hall and keep it rolling. ATV corridors. Okay, this is something Council's working on as well. Gord Bushel has been a major player in this, and we're hoping that we can get golf carts and so forth rolling around Main Street and getting people back and forth, and possibly even having ATV moving out of the community from different hotels and so forth. Revitalization on Main Street. We'd like to see sidewalks all the way down Main Street on both sides. Also, we'd like to see underground hydro on Main Street, and so we want to get away from this look. Close, 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 for sale, for sale. These are only a few pictures, I took more. And I've been in Sicamous now for going on 13 years. And I'm telling you folks, we got to get away from this. Community development. Shuswap Avenue sidewalks and underground utilities, that's going to happen this year. I want to really give our staff kudos on this. When the engineering firms came in and the construction firms came in, they came in at $1.8 million. And this is the backside of what we're doing, because I'm going to talk about grant money and how we've been getting money to support the community in other areas. But this is where we've gone with this now. Through hard work and making these different engineering companies accountable, Joe now has got this down to $753,000. That's over a $1 million saving. We got this announcement here on Friday, $2.17 million to buy the rail trail from CP. It also, in my vision for that, will be a utility corridor. That utility corridor will be natural gas to Sicamous, and what a benefit that would be to our community. Jeff and Todd and I are heading to Vancouver this afternoon, actually, and we're going to be meeting with the ministry, and in regards to community forest, we've had several meetings, and our collaboration between the three parties, between Enderby, First Nations, and ourselves, has really got the interest of the province, and I think by the end of 2017, we will have a community forest that will share 60,000 cubic meters between three communities and bring alternative revenue into your community to help support our development corporation for other initiatives. So it's not going to be just coming out of taxpayers' money. Revelstoke brings in over $500,000 a year, and because they have this initiative, it also gives you the opportunity to get resort-based status. Resort-based status is another $500,000 a year. You know what we can do with $1 million in order to market our community? We now are competitive with Vernon, Salmon Arm, Kelowna, all the surrounding areas, Revelstoke, Golden. We now have a revitalization tax exemption bylaw, which provides tax incentives for development in priority areas, and it's a very aggressive bylaw, and I hope it encourages new business to come into our community. And then one of the recommendations, they felt that we could use a full-time fire chief. We've had it in the budget for like 3 or 4 years, and now we've appointed Brett, and our fire department is extremely happy about this. there is nothing that will stop Sicamous from growing. We have it, it's being proactive, and we've got the money, thanks to Kelly, she's done a lot of hard work on this as well. Our water treatment plant, $3 million. So I know that this was controversial at the time, but it's done, but total of $12 million, but there's more, there's a lot more. We got $8 million from the province to build our roundabout. That's not on here. Support from, again, from the Ministry of Highways and Minister Todd Stone, the Premier, and again, Greg Carlo. So that brings it up to $20 million, and then on Friday, we got the announcement of $2.17 million to purchase the rail trail. That's $22 million that we brought into this community in the last 4 years on grant funding alone. So trust me, folks, these visits that we when we go to UBCM and FCM and all these different conferences, and we rub shoulders with people, this council is busy. It's those relationships that we build that brings this money into your community. Okay, so there is a final thing here, and of course, this is a conversation that has been somewhat ongoing, and that is our bridge issue. And I know a lot of you came here today because you wanted to hear my opinion on the bridge. So, as you know, I've been an advocate for the Main Street Bridge option. I'm not here to advocate for the Main Street Bridge option today. I will tell you this, though, I did meet with the Ministry of Highways on Friday after our announcement, and they still have a lot of work to do. They still haven't given us a lot more information as to what their intentions are. They did say this, though, that they figured within 2 months they will have more information with us on what's going to happen regarding the Main Street Bridge. This is my vision with the Main Street Bridge is just that. It's just my opinion. It's not necessarily the opinion of this council. Like I said earlier, they can go 3 different ways. I do see it as the potential to be the change that Sicamous needs. So, at the same time, as the mayor, my responsibility is to listen to the people. So even though it is my opinion to be an advocate for this, it's not necessarily saying that if the people of Sicamous didn't want this option, then I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. Sometimes in this business, you're faced with things that are challenging and not always in the best interest of everybody. But they're tough decisions to make, and that's one of the tough jobs about being a mayor and on council. So that being said, again, I want to thank the Chamber. I want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for listening to this long and lengthy presentation. I hope this gives you some clarity. Again, I said, hopefully around the May 12th, 13th, we're planning on putting up our stage in our new park at the end of Main Street, and we're going to cover more of this stuff as we go forward, as things start to develop and progress. So thank you very much.